A very good evening to all our viewers and welcome back once again to this iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium, where we are all set for another exhilarating contest between two very talented sides. It's match number 8 of Sharjah CBFS T20 2025, expecting to have plenty of chills and thrills as Jhang Union Eagles are taking on Z Sports. Well, just some while ago, I was there with the two captains and the match referee for the flip of the coin. Well, it's a lovely evening here in the Sharjah Cricket Stadium where we're all set for match number 8 of Sharjah CBFS T20 2025. Two very talented sides are going to lock horns against each other. Time now to introduce you to the men who matter in the middle. On my left is Qutaiba, the captain of Jhang Union Eagles, and on his left is Sharjah, the captain of Z Game Strikers, and on the extreme left is, of course, our esteemed match referee, Mr. Tehseen Javed. Qutaiba, you've got the coin. Please give it a spin. Heads. Heads is the call.
It is tails.
Congratulations, Qutaiba, winning the toss. What's the plan?
So we're going to be bowling first. It is the same pitch which we played, and I think a score of 150, if you restrict them, would be a good total to chase. So we're going to be bowling first.
You had a great outing in the first game, and I'm pretty much optimistic you'll be taking a lot of learnings out of that game.
There were a lot of learnings. We made quite a few changes as well, and we're looking positive to win this game. The boys are very much excited. LA Pharma, the previous game, it was a very crucial game for us. We did do our best, so looking forward to this game now.
Well, as you mentioned, you've made a few changes in this game. Do you remember what the changes are?
We have brought in a few bowlers and spinners into the side, looking at the pitch and how the pitch has been playing around in the whole tournament. So we've added a batsman. We have added one fast bowler and a spinner.
Well, best of luck. Give us a good game.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Sharjah lost the toss. If you would have won the toss, what was your plan?
Yeah, I looked to bowl as well. Night game, dew comes in, and it was just our plan to chase. We played the D20 here as well recently, so it was our plan, but it's fine. We will look to bat first now and put on a good total.
I'm sure that you would have been watching the previous games. Now that you're batting first, how much do you think is going to be a decent target you would want to post?
I mean, thankfully for us, there is a wind blowing, so there is not going to be much dew. And we looked at the wicket. It doesn't look like the typical wicket we were playing in D. There are a few patches, but it looks like it will come onto the bat nicely. So we will look to get around 160 plus 170 to 180 would be a winning total, I feel like. We're going to look to get above par, and hopefully our bowlers are good enough to defend it.
Well, you're having a great run this season, and you two also are in sublime touch. Are we expecting some fireworks?
Inshallah, I mean, I'm in good form right now, looking to continue it, and the team also. Yesterday we had a good match in ICC, we won the T10, so now looking to continue the good touch. Also, one correction, we were Z Game Strikers, now we're Z Sports CC.
All right, best of luck. Give us a good game.
Thank you so much.
Right, that's the news, and the confirmation coming in from the centre is... It's a bold move. The captain Qutaiba of Jhang Union Eagles winning the toss and deciding to bowl first. Right, it's a star-studded lineup of Z Sports. The captain leading from the front, Sharjah, Ronak Panoli. He is in some touch this season. Lovepreet Singh, another very talented batter. Rais Ahmed, well, this man has been making a lot of name for himself. Zishan Abid, I think, will be donning the gloves. Salman Randhawa, the all-rounder. Shahid Butta, Zishan Nasir, the speedster. Ahan Fernandez, Aryan Saxena and Faisal Altaf. So quite a formidable, balanced looking side of Z Sports. Having plenty of batters in the side. And talking about another very talented team is Jhang Union Eagles. Qutaiba Tariq, the captain, Shahbaz Anjum, Asif Tarbela, Imran Muhammad, Irfan Muhammad, Syed Saklain, Atar Rahman. This man was very impressive in the last game. Sajjad Murshid, what a start he gave in his first game. Umair Khan, Salman Khan and Butta Singh. So they've got some quality spinners in the lineup. We saw Atar Rahman was a bit unlucky in the last encounter. Wasn't able to pick up a wicket, but was so economical. Gave just the 22 runs in his 4-over quota. Right, this is going to be a very interesting contest. Ronak Panoli on your screen. No surprises, has come out to open, and I think it will be Shahrukh Amin, the captain, alongside him. Two batters who I think have been playing for the last 5 years. And I can't recall that the opening pair ever so has changed. It has always been those two who come out to open. So this is going to be an exciting contest. So much at stake for Jhang Union Eagles. They need to win this game to stay alive in the contest. Whereas the other end, Z Sports, they will look to get a good start. These first 6 overs, they would want to just set the platform. We know Ronak Panoli, he can cause a lot of destruction. A batter who likes to play free-flowing strokes. Power hitter, really has been scoring bulk of runs for his team. And yet again, he's come out to open under conditions where I think it will support all these cricketers out there. It's a pleasant evening here. There is a cool breeze going across to our right. That should help the players in the middle. Interesting to see. They have a slip in place and a packed offside field. A third man in position alongside a deep square leg. It's match number 8. And it's the first ball in the evening. And straight away, that has been played towards the cover. That sound of the bat, Ronak Panoli, every time he connects, it really does get value from his strokes. Yeah, looks confident. I think he's really worked hard at his fitness as well. Gained a lot of muscle. Ronak Panoli, he's a very hard-working cricketer. Really gives everything, gives his 100% every time he comes out to bat. Has a lot of value in his team. Oh, that's not the best of deliveries. Too short, drifting down the leg side, and that's the first runs on the board for Z Sports in the form of a wide. Yesterday, there was a Super Sunday, 2 very exciting games as to what we witnessed. The first one was a thriller which went down to the 19th over. In the end, Gems Education chased that down in the 19th over and won by 7 wickets. That was an incredible performance. Playing across the line, yeah, a bit ambitious there, Sajjad, who was mighty impressive in his opening game. And also he's got this rare talent, Sajjad, to bring the ball in towards the right-handers. And that's something which I remember I discussed in one of the games, that the right-arm bowlers, nowadays, that has been the trend. Usually you will see the fast bowlers, they will swing the ball in the air, off the surface. It goes away from the right-handers. But Sajjad, he's got the ability to bring the ball in sharply, off the air, and also from the surface. They're asking the question. The umpire seems to be unmoved, so it has ricocheted off maybe his shirt. We'll have to see. Yeah, I think it's quite far away from the gloves as well, so I'm not too sure. Oh, he's asking you DRS? No, it's not there. But I think Sajjad, he also needs to realize one thing, because they haven't really played much cricket. But if ever so, they would have heard about him, where his strong areas are, where are his strengths. He's a very strong puller of the ball, and if you bowl anything wider towards the offside, he's going to make you pay. He's a very strong. He's very strong towards those areas, so Sajjad will have to be very precise against him. The lines have to be bang on target with the new ball. Oh, what a stroke! And what a way to get off the mark with a boundary. I was just mentioning that if you bowl anything wider towards the offside channel, Ronak Panoli will take full opportunity, and he will score runs from these loose deliveries. Yeah, always a safe shot. The fielders in the circle. I intentionally wanted to go over the inner fielder, getting 4 runs. Yeah, also Ronak Panoli. They should realize that try to get him as early as you can. Once he gets settled, well, I'm telling you, we will be in for a lot of entertainment. That's going to be another wide. So just not getting the radar right at the moment. Trying to ball. Touch too quick. Sajjad Murshid. As I said earlier, that he does tend to bring the ball in towards the right-handers, but he's starting off from the leg stump, so obviously he's going to just keep on going away from Ronak Panoli. He's not very happy with something, Ronak. Not too sure what's the discussion is all about. Decent start though by Z Game Strikers. Already a boundary to his name, Ronak Panoli. False start. We'll have to go back and reload. Yeah, not where he intended to play, Ronak Panoli. And Shahrukh Amin, now the captain will get strike. He's in some touch. Shahrukh Amin has been scoring a lot of runs lately. Comes out to open. A very fearless cricketer. Really enjoys his game, enjoys his outing, and is there out with him in the centre. And trust me, he's really worked hard on his fitness. He's very strong in stature. Has also gained a lot of muscle. So these two have been working very hard. The two destructive openers of Z Sports would want to ensure they get their team off to a blistering start. Yeah, he's struggling at the moment. It's turning out to be quite a lengthy over by Sajjad. That one actually just came in towards, it was a wide, but it swung the other way. So it means Sajjad, he does have the tendency to move the ball both ways. But so far he hasn't found his right channels. He's been a little wayward. He's been spraying the ball all over with the new ball. Just trying a bit too much. Don't think so it's required. Just the two fielders on the leg side. Yeah, we'll have to wait for the signal from the umpire. Should be given us leg byes. Yep. Only a single to end the first over. It's 9 for no loss. Yeah, now this is going to be interesting. The most economical bowler in the opening game, he was brilliant, bowled in the right areas, does have the tendency to turn the ball as well. We'll see now if there is any, but the ball is still new. We're just into the second over, so it might just skid on and come slightly quicker. But the challenge is that now he's bowling to a left-handed batter, and also it's a shorter part of the ground towards the mid-wicket. And also Shahrukh Amin, he is a batter who really fancies and will take his chances. If ever so, it's in the slot, he's going to go after it. So having a long on position alongside a deep mid-wicket for Shahrukh Amin. Yeah, brilliant start. Perfect line. This is what is required really. Atar Rahman used the crease beautifully in the last game as well. Was very unpredictable. Ensure that he doesn't bowl in the same trajectories. Oh, this is high up in the air. And that's gone all the way for a huge maximum. That's dispatched into the stratosphere. It's a monstrous hit. We saw Ronak Paroli getting off the mark with the boundary. And now the captain striking it hard. What a brilliant shot. Always in control and always wanted to go aerial. Because it was in the slot. And you cannot be bowling him there. That seems like a very good batting wicket so far. That shot, and that's been pulled away. It's been muscled for another maximum. It's back-to-back maxis. What a thunderous blow from the blade of the captain himself. He's smiling. He is enjoying his outing out there, and why not? Yeah, it was a loose delivery. Too short, offering a lot of pace, and his eyes lit up. Shahrukh, I mean, the moment he saw that ball coming out of the hands of Atta, he knew that that wasn't the best of deliveries and he needed to take full advantage, and my oh my, he did so, getting 6 more through his tally. That's much better. The length, margin of error becomes really minimum against these two especially. And if ever so they go on to bat on a wicket where there isn't much happening for the bowlers, then good luck. It just becomes so tough to get rid of them. And also they have the privilege that they bat so deep. I will not be surprised if we will see Rais Ahmed walking in next, because he is in some touch this season. He's been scoring a lot of runs for his team. Plays for any team or any franchise he goes on to play. He ensures that he delivers. Atar Rahman under the pump gave 22 in 4 in the last game. He's already given 13 in his first 4 deliveries. Oh, beautifully ball. That's a good delivery. No turn whatsoever. The ball just holding up into the surface and straightening, coming a bit quick after pitching. Oh, he's knocked him over. That is a big wicket. And have a look at that celebration. That's a new one. But what a comeback. After he was pumped for 2 huge maximums. On the last delivery, he's bowled a lovely delivery. That's the arm ball, which doesn't turn. And Ronak Paroli just was a bit lazy towards the shot. But this is a big blow. Because they've gotten Ronak Paroli in the second over of the innings. It's 2 gone, 22 for 1. In walks Lovepreet Singh at a very important number 3 position. Now what a lovely delivery that was. Ronak Paroli just not reading the hand of Atar Rahman, bowling a lovely arm delivery, and it just passed through the gates and disturbed the furniture, getting him clean bowled. Yeah, that's one way to really apply pressure on the opponent, especially Z Sports. You need to ensure you keep on picking up wickets, because the moment you see there will be a partnership being stitched, well then it's not going to be all that easy to stop the run flow. Oh, that is a horrid delivery. It's beaten everyone and no chance whatsoever behind the stumps. Yeah, we saw Sajjad Murshid, even in the first over, he was struggling to land the ball in the right areas. And even now, that's not the best of starts really. As a bowler, you always go at the back foot, knowing that you've given plenty of wides in the first over, and now you've given 5 wides on your first delivery and you haven't bowled a single legal delivery. So pressure on Jhang Uni Eagles already. Yeah, even though they have picked up a wicket, but look at the score. Just 2 overs have passed by and 27 already on the board. So now that they have gotten a good start, I think Shahrukh Amin and Lovepreet Singh will look to cash on to the opportunity. Maybe get 75, maybe 80 runs. It's quite possible. We know that these two are certainly quite capable of doing so. The batters to follow: Rais Ahmed, Zishan Abid, Salman Randhawa, Shahid Bhutta, Juan Fernandez, Aryan Six. They just keep on coming at you. Have clinched a lot of trophies. They've won a lot of finals. And Shahrukh, I mean, he mentioned during the toss that just a few days ago they did go on to win one of the domestic tournaments. So they're riding high on confidence. And they would want to just continue with the momentum and implement and bring it into this tournament here in the Sharjah CBFS T20 2025. I think they're just having a problem finding the ball, and it seems like the umpire has now decided, right, you know what, let's not waste more time. We need a ball replacement, and that's exactly what he's done. And I think the captain, Kutaiba, can have a quiet word. There was a mini break now, so he could have just gone on to Sajjad and asked him to calm down a little bit. You can see he's really trying to bend his back. It's not required. With the new ball, you don't do that. You just come and run in. He's got a good, smooth, rhythmic action, but when you're trying to bowl too quick with the new ball, you lose your line, and that's what happened. In the first over he bowled, and even now, pulling out, Lovepreet just dropping his bat, and Sajjad will have to go back and reload. Oh, that is a glorious stroke yet again. Intentionally, Shahrukh Amin going over the infielders. He saw it was shot, it was there to be hit. And yet again, that's come right off the middle of his bat. He's batting beautifully already. We've seen a couple of sixes. The captain, yeah, that's impeccable timing. The ball meeting the ball in perfect symphony. Oh, what a delivery! This is a big moment in the game, as they have gotten the captain who was looking in some touch. But this is such a good delivery. I was mentioning that Sajjad Bhushan does have the tendency to bring the ball in towards the left-handers, and that's exactly what he's done. He's decided to bowl a fuller delivery. It pitched in a perfect length, and it has castled Shahrukh. I mean, it's a big blow. You can see he's dejected. It's a slow walk. But really, at times, you need to give credit to the bowlers. That was a very good delivery for any batter in the world. And this is a big blow. They've caught the captain who was looking dangerous. We'll have to go back to the dugout after scoring 17 in 7. It's 31 for 2. Well, in walks someone who's been really making a lot of name for himself, Rais Ahmed. He's a star here in the UAE. He's got a lot of fan following. And why not? Because he is the one who's been scoring so many runs in the domestic circuit. And for me, he's one of the best batters in the UAE domestic circuit, hands down. And he will be facing the fire of Sharjah. Oh, they've got 2 slips in position. I love this approach. Straight away, he's found the gap. This is a perfect start for race. And I think it's the captain. He's done well, but they will take 3 runs. So perfect start here for Rais Ahmed. On the other end, I don't really think that Lovepreet and Rais will look to just stay out there. I think they will cash on the opportunity to score runs in the power play. Another very exciting cricketer, Lovepreet Singh, will face his first delivery in this contest. Oh, very close to the outside edge. Quite contrasting as to what we saw Sajjad when he bowled his first over. He was bringing the ball in towards the right-handers, but now in his second over, he's decided, right, I'm just going to adjust my length ever so slightly. He's bowling fuller. And he's bowling with control as well. Mind you, it was not the best of starts. He gave 5 wides in his first delivery and then followed by a boundary. So you can imagine what he was going through. But then all of a sudden he came up with a magical delivery and picked up the captain. So both the batters, both the openers rather, are back in the hutch after getting a start. Quite vocal out there, and that's good to see. There's a lot of chirping going out there. Very interesting field, mind you. It's a 7-2 field. 7 fielders on the offside. Yeah, playing it away from his body. Not the right approach, but nonetheless, this is a terrific comeback by Sajjad. It's 3 gone. 34 for 2. It's quite an interesting start to this innings because Atar Rahman, he was expensive. He was hit for a couple of sixes. Then he picked up a wicket. And even the last over, Sajjad started off shakily, was a bit wavered. And then he picked up a wicket as well. So, right thing, going with Atar. Ask him to continue. Very strong against spinners, Rais Ahmed. He does fancy to play against spinners who toss the ball up. He will take full opportunity to see. Would want to be very, very disciplined against Rais Ahmed. Takes his time initially. He's not one of those batters who will just come in and start to express himself. Will take a bit of time out there, and that's the right approach when you play your first game of a tournament. You do have the privilege and the right to really just stay out there. That's a very good shot. Playing it along the carpet. And gets off the mark. Lovepreet Singh. Yeah, this is a good start to the over, Atar Rahman, keeping things simple in the middle. The last over, bowled a a bit too full, and he was taken to clean his two huge sixes. Yeah, the length is perfect. So it's a good little recovery now we are witnessing for Jhang Union Eagles. Yeah, it's a bit too short, but there's a huge real estate towards the leg side, and I think they will come back for easy 2 runs. So it's turning out to be a decent over by Atai. Would want to finish off strong. Just a couple of runs here and 2 singles in the over. Hasn't really bowled any looseners so far. Having a deep mid wicket and a long on in position. So ensure you don't bowl anything wider to raise. Yeah, this is a perfect line, perfect length, and if he can just be consistent bowling in these areas, surely he will be getting his rewards soon. 4 gone, 38 for 2. I think both the teams will be happy with the start that they have gotten. Jhang Union Eagles, beg your pardon, they have gotten 2 important wickets early on in the power play, getting both the openers early. And if you see the score, that's a very good score, 38 and 4. Oh, beautifully ball. That's a good delivery. That's the one which came in towards Lovepreet, and I don't really think he was expecting. Doing the right thing, the captain, Kutab, ensuring he just keeps his fast bowlers in check. Sajjad Murshidi bowled a lovely over. It wasn't the best of starts though, but came back strong and rattled the stumps. Yeah, that's the way he plays, Rais Ahmed. And let me tell you, if he just keeps on going like this, he might just score 8-9 runs in 16, 17 deliveries. But then, when the innings is over, you will see him getting 80 odd, and even or even 100. He's someone who can really score 100 as well. He has been doing that in the domestic circuit. So this is one wicket that they should look to take early on, not let Rais Ahmed settle. That's what he's trying to do. It's going to be another wide. Plenty of extras already. We're just into the 5th over. And they've conceded 10 extras. This is a worry for Jhang Union Eagles. And you can't really afford to do that because there's so much at stake in this specific game. They've lost one early on, not to forget. Was a close encounter against Ali Pharma. This too is going to be a challenge. Z Sports, one of the most formidable sides. Nicely played once again. Rais coming on top of the ball, taking his time. It's a lush outfield here in the Sharjah Cricket Stadium, so you do get value for your shots the moment you strike the ball along the carpet. And Rais Ahmed, he is a batter who can shift gears when required to do so. For now, he knows that they've gotten runs on the board, so being very watchful. Quick single. So we saw last over was a quiet one, not many runs came in. And even this over, Sajjad Murshid, he's really keeping things tight, not really letting the batters free their arms. Charges down the ground and he's beaten. It's turning out to be an excellent over. It's the one wide he's bowled, but otherwise he's been quite disciplined in this over. We saw even yesterday 180 odd runs were scored in the first inning. It was chased down very easily by Gems Education. So as the days are progressing, we can see that the wickets are playing much better. There was a bowler's friendly wicket early on for the first 3 to 4 games, but now it just looks like a batting paradise. And plenty to offer for the batters. Nonetheless, this has turned out to be another excellent over for Jhang Union Eagles. It's 5 gone, 41 for 2. Excellent last over we witnessed, and also Atar Rahman bowling a lovely second over. That's what he really needs to do. Just ensure he doesn't try to do anything out of the box and not get frustrated, because we know that they're not going after the bowlers. Now they are. That is a magnificent shot. Use of the feet, and always wanted to hit down the ground. It's gone for a majestic hit. That's the power of Rais Ahmed that he possesses. Excellent use of the feet, and he's unleashed here. That's gone for a maximum. Slightly uppish, and it's gone for another boundary. Threaded through the gap with surgical precision. That's the stroke of finesse. He's not very happy. Atar Rahman believes that a better effort was required. Yeah, it was a tough one though, but what brilliant placement yet again. Was always in control. He played it away from the fielder. And 50 comes up for Z Sports in the power play. Atar Rahman under the pump. Oh, very close to the short third fielder, but make that another boundary in this over. This is turning out to be very expensive over for Jhang Union Eagles. 6 followed by a couple of boundaries. Wasn't the most elegant of strokes, but yeah, I think he should have run towards the ball rather than going sideways. Nicely done. Very smart. You won't really see him just throwing his bat at everything. He will wait for the loose deliveries. He will pick the right balls. And that's what he did. He knows that he's already gotten 14. Takes a single. Over to you, Lovepreet. This is high up in the air. And he's picked up a wicket yet again, Atar Rahman. And a bit of a send-off as well. Oh, that is a big wicket. Lovepreet, you could see that he was getting a little frustrated because he played 7 deliveries and couldn't really middle the ball since the time he came in. But that's a brain fade, really. Because you know that there's a long off in position. And he's fallen in the trap of Atar Rahman, who was expensive initially in this over, but has picked up a wicket. Lovepreet goes for 2. It's 56 for 3. In walks another very talented, stylish left-handed batter, Ahan Fernandez. Yeah, he's a quality cricketer. I've seen a lot of his innings in the past, Ahan. And he's come out of a situation where they do have runs on the board, but the problem is they've lost 3 wickets as well. So, yes, they have been expensive, but at the same time, what they're doing is they are picking up wickets at regular intervals. So that's good to see. And if ever so, they go on to pick another wicket or two at this juncture before 10 overs, I think they've got a great chance to restrict them below 150. Nicely bowled, on target, bang on to the stumps. But I think all will be forgiven because he has picked up a wicket. Power play done and dusted, and it has been an eventful one. 56 for 3. It has been a very positive start by Rais Ahmed. You could see the moment he came into bat, he really got his eye in the middle, and now that he has gotten a start, he's got a great chance to really convert this into a big one in the opening game. It's always a very pleasant feeling every time you go out to play your first game of a tournament and you score big. We saw Israr Ahmed do that, getting 100 to his name, that too unbeaten. So Sarjad Murshid has been held back, will be asked to bowl in the latter part of this innings. And now in comes Irfan, another exciting talent, bowled exceptionally well in the first game. But he should be up for the challenge. He's bowling against the destructive machine, they call him, Rais Ahmed. One man to watch out for, really. Comes down the track. This is up in the air, and exquisite timing yet again by Rais Ahmed. That's the way he plays. And this wasn't a bad delivery at all. It's just Rais Ahmed and his class and his aura. Such a tough shot to really execute, and Rais Ahmed, he's a master when playing these inside out shots towards the cover region. So straight away putting Irfan under the pump. Having a deep cover in position alongside a deep third man, a deep square leg, deep mid wicket, and a long on. So the fine is in the circle, and the mid off is in the circle. So anything full towards the fourth stump, fifth stump channel, I will not be surprised if Rais Ahmed will try to clear the mid off fielder. So need to be a bit precise. Yeah, very nicely done. Good delivery and equally well played. Playing it with the soft hands, getting a single. Yeah, comes in with a lot of confidence every time Rais Ahmed walks into bat. Gives so much value to his wicket. Yeah. Fernandez on the other end. He's got a great opportunity really to make it count. Plenty of overs to go. This is your chance. We know that Z Sports, their side, they are having quite a few stars in their team. So the moment you get an opportunity in the game, and that too in the very first game of your tournament, you really need to make it count. Chipped in the air, and the long on was in the deep. So always a safe shot to opt, and ball ever so slightly you could see just holding up in the surface and not really arriving. Yeah, it's that kind of a wicket where you know that not much is happening. So fast bowlers, they tend to just bowl these slower bumpers. That's one delivery where they've been picking a lot of wickets, and the batter just getting slightly early onto the shots, getting caught towards leg side in the deep. Nicely played, always in control. They've got a great chance, Z Sports, to score big runs this evening. End of over number 7. It's 63 for 3. The captain has decided to introduce himself into the attack, and I think it's a very wise move because he was super impressive in the last game. Also, a very stylish right-handed batter, played such a crucial knock in the first game, and also he had been taking excellent decisions as well, rotating his bowlers and bringing the spinners at the right time. So switched on was the captain, a very inspirational leader on your screen, Kutaiba. We'll see him for the first time in this match. And he's right on target. This is what you would expect Kutaiba. He isn't really a big turner of the ball, but his lines are immaculate. He just keeps the game very simple. Doesn't try to overdo. Steps down the ground. Oh, he's gotten one of the biggest wickets in this contest, and that celebration says it all because he knows that he has picked up Rais Ahmed. This is gonna go down as one of the biggest wickets he's taken in his career. And what a lovely delivery that was. He saw the batter coming down the track, and that's where he adjusted his length, bowled way too short, and it spun, it turned, and it hit the stumps bang on. It's a big moment in the game. Rais Ahmed has to go back. 63 for 4. We'll have a look at this delivery. Oh my word, that is a beautiful ball. I could just see this all day long. It's a dream delivery for any spinner in the world. Rais Ahmed has been bamboozled. Oh, this is great scenes out there. Kutaiba coming into bowl to a batter who is in sublime touch. He was batting beautifully, but Kutaiba said, I'm going to take the matters in my own hand. I'm going to come and bowl. I'm the captain. I'm going to lead my team from the front, and that is exactly what he's done. He's picked up Rais Ahmed, and in comes Aryan, another fine talent. And I think Z Sports now, they are under a bit of pressure. 4 wickets have fallen. They need to stitch up a partnership. And what an opportunity really now for the men in green to make a comeback in this game. Because you've got 2 new batters at the crease. Han, the left-handed batter, alongside Aryan, who's just walked in the middle. Look at the turn he's getting an offer. Atar Rahman, we saw when he came on to bowl, he was bowling slightly quicker, but Kutaiba is really read this wicket beautifully. He was out there, he had a close look at the wicket, and he did see there is potential, and that is one reason he decided to bowl first. Because he knew that the spinners will certainly bring a lot and will offer a lot on this wicket. Look at that over. Dot followed by a wicket, followed by another 3 dots. Can he finish strong? Can we see first maiden in this game? Yes, we will. Brilliant stuff. And Kutaiba taking the charge has bowled a magnificent over. It's a maiden wicket over. 8 gone, 63 for 4. Irfan will continue, bowled a decent last over. So a long run up comes in, bends his back, and all of a sudden now you can see a spring in the stride. The men in green, they're all over. Z Sports. This is exactly what the doctor ordered. This is a big game for them. They need to win to stay alive in this contest. Such an interesting start to this contest. We've seen a lot of maximums already. We've seen 4 wickets fallen. We just into the 9th over. And that's what you really expect. Look at that. Excellent bit of fielding. Nicely done. That's what you really expect when two very, very talented sides play against each other. Z Sports, of course, they have been around here in the UAE domestic circuit for quite a bit now. So they do have the experience, but on the other end, this team has been super impressive. Jhang Union Eagles, and mind you, even in the last encounter when they played, it was a close game. Went down to that 19th over in the second innings. But what was interesting and what was exciting to see that they really fought right till the end. They never gave up. Short delivery, it's been pulled away nicely, and it's found the gap to precision. Another batter opening his account with a boundary, and Irfan with this kind of pace, I don't really think you're going to bother the batter. Yeah, brilliant stroke, always was in control. And Harian, you don't want to be bowling him there, that's too short. And why bowl short, really? I mean, when you know that you've gotten 4 wickets, you need to pitch the ball up, make the batter drive, make him play. Just like that, that's much better. You won't really expect him to go after you, because the batters, they know that they've lost 4 wickets. This is the time they need to just regroup, reassess, stitch up a partnership. So you would not expect the batters to go after you. So that's where you need to bring your game awareness into play, bowl it full onto the stumps, and make the batter play across the line. Just get your basics right. But Irfan just trying to bowl these bounces, these bumpers on this surface. I would love to see the slower bumper rather than bowling a quicker bumper. Yeah, let's that one go alone. Will be called as one for the over. Have to wait for the signal of Nadeem Anjum. In fact, no. So, still a decent over, even though he was pulled nicely by Aryan. He's done well. Just would want to finish off strong here. Yeah, he wasn't in control when playing the shot, but nonetheless will get a couple of more runs to his account. 9 gone, 71 for 4. Well, this man has been doing a decent job in whatever department he's asked to do. He's batted beautifully in the first game. I already praised on regards to his leadership qualities, and now look at what he's done. He's bowled 7 dot on the trot. And now finally getting a single, but I really love this. He's reading the game so well here, Kutaiba. You can see he doesn't really just come in and bowl. He waits right till the end and sees what the batter is about to do, and then he releases the ball accordingly. Very smart cricketer, very brave cricketer is Kutaiba. Now, of course, they will have quite a few changes in the field as a left-hander is on strike, and good to see they have a step in place because Kutaiba will take the ball away from Ahan. So this is going to be an exciting contest. Yeah, a little short, but he couldn't thread the gap between the two. There was a short delivery though, and he's gotten away with it. Also, he's got such a smooth action now as we speak. I think they've taken 2 runs. Kutaiba is not very pleased with the effort in the deep. Bit of a fumble allowed them to come back for the second. So trying to rebuild this innings. They've lost 4 wickets. That last wicket, Rais Ahmed, that was a big one. And also they've picked his wicket when he already got a start. That's something which you don't really see because he is someone once he gets those 20s, 30s, he really make it count. But Kutaiba, the captain, taking the charge and getting the better of him. It's a short delivery. It's been maneuvered towards the cow corner. And I think they've taken just a single. Yeah, we're halfway through in the first innings, and the players will drink drinks. Going along, these two, Ahan and Aryan, doing a decent job trying to stitch up a partnership, and surely now they will look to ensure that they don't play rash strokes because they do have runs on the board. So maybe another 3 to 4 overs, just try to get somewhere around 100, 105, and then the last 6 overs, they can really take the charge. We know both the batters are having the ability and the capability to really tear the bowling apart. But so far, I think this is a decent comeback here. They've picked up 4 wickets. 4 big wickets. There's still quite a bit of batting left, mind you. There's the likes of Zishan Abid, Salman Randhawa, Shahid Bhutta can tonk a few. Saeed, the new bowler, has been introduced straight after the drinks break. Beautifully played. Nice little drive, always in control, playing it along the carpet. And excellent bit of running. They're asking the question. And Nadeem Anjum, the umpire, will go upstairs. But by the naked eye, it just looked like he's made his ground. And they seem to be pretty confident as well. Yeah, direct hit. Then I think they would have had a genuine case. And a bit wavered as well. Oh, hold on, hold on. He's done a great job, and I think he is fallen short. This will be a massive moment in the game. Right after the drinks break, they have picked up a wicket. Surely, couple of frames, and yeah, there you go. That is going to be out. So this is not looking good now for Z Sports. Half the side is back in the hutch. He cannot believe his luck. He was batting beautifully. That's not the first time we're seeing straight away after the drinks break, the bowling unit, they go on to pick up a wicket. And this is such a horrible way to get out, really. He showed a lot of promise in the middle. But Han Fernandez, he will have to go back. It's a slow, dejected walk. It's 76 for 5. Another powerful striker makes his way in the middle. Zishan Abid. He's walked in pretty early. It's just the 11th over. And half the side is back into the hutch. Aryan playing it with soft hands, gets a single. That's exactly now what is the need of the hour. They need to ensure that they don't lose any further wickets. Not much batting left, mind you. Salman Randhawa, he hasn't been in the best of forms. Well, this man has. Zishan Abid has been scoring quite a few runs lately. So now he has a big responsibility on his shoulders because he knows that his side is in a bit of a bother. And they should be glad that they do have runs on the board. If ever so they were 50 for 5, then it would have been very, very tough to reach even 140. Pulling it away from his body, and that's not the best of deliveries. Too short, too wide. And given another extra. I'm just going to have a quick check as to how many extras have they bowled this evening. And yeah, that's too short, too wide. There was a nothing delivery. Zishan Abid is off the mark with a single. So yeah, total of 11 extras. We're just into the 11th over. It's a bit too much from Jhang Union Eagles. Yeah, that man on your screen, Kutaiba, he's been switched on today. He's put his thinking cap on, has made some wise moves. And that decision to bring himself into the attack pretty early in the contest has really paid off for the men in green. Beautifully ball, nicely played, playing with soft hands, Aryan. Now his role should be just to stay out there in the middle, because we know Zishan Abid, he's a fierce striker of the ball. Aryan, talking about him, he's technically very correct, complete batter, alongside Zishan, a power hitter. So two talented batters out there. They've got a job in their hands. That's beautifully bowled. It's done a decent job in this over so far. Hasn't bowled any loose. Just that one wide and one delivery which went away from the right-hander. But otherwise he's been spot on. Yeah, making a field adjustment. So the third man now comes in the circle, and they've moved the long off back. Single to close out the 11th over, and it has been a quiet one. 82 for the loss of 5. Well, this is an interesting decision coming in by the captain, Qutaiba Tariq, because he was bowling beautifully, gave 5 runs in his 2 overs, and he's holding himself back. I would have, personally, I would have really wanted to see him to continue, because once you are in a rhythm, when you have an upper hand in the game, you would always want to go for the kill. Qutaiba, we know he's a genuine wicket taker. He's already produced a Jeffa, picking up Rais Ahmed, and in comes another left arm spinner. Another very talented bowler. So we are seeing the 6th bowling change in this innings. And it is Salman Khan. We have seen quite a few left arm spinners. Nicely worked away. These two are in a desperate need to really stitch up a partnership, ensure they stay out there. If they're going to lose a wicket or two at this stage, then even reaching 150 is going to be so tough. So this is a very important phase of this contest. These two need to steady the ship. If ever so they do get an opportunity to cash on to the loose deliveries, go for it. But otherwise, we can see that even Aryan, he's taking his time in the middle, which is a wise move. That's what wickets can do to you. Always puts you at the back. For the moment a wicket falls, there are quiet overs passing by. Slightly shorter, it's been cut away. But excellent bit of fielding yet again. And who is it? It is that man once again. Qutaiba Tariq. You'll find him everywhere. Has done a brilliant job throwing him around. He's given his 100%. And a very confident captain, really. During the toss, looked. I loved his body language. He's got a very positive attitude towards the game, and that's what you want, really, to have such leaders in your team. And so far, he's done exceptionally well marshalling his troops. This is a quiet over yet again. Just 2 runs coming in. It's 84 for 5 after 12. having a deep square leg alongside deep mid wicket and a deep cover. So the third man in fine leg is in the circle with this field. Yeah, you need to be spot on. You will see a bit of short stuff coming in, but the line has to be precise. Short delivery, it's up in the air. Is this a chance? Oh, very close to those two fielders. Was Mudassir and the captain. But yeah, that could have been the sixth wicket going down. And look at that, Zishan Abid. He's having a long conversation with him, and I'm sure he would be asking him, relax. We're just into the 13th over. Let's just stay out there in the middle at least for another 2 to 3 overs and then see. Let's blast in the last 5 overs because you do have Salman Randhawa and Shahid Bhutta as well in the dugout, raring to come in next. Yeah, that's a very good ball. Hurrying on to the batter, Zishan Abid. Beaten all ends up. This is some comeback here by the men in green, really. They were cruising along at one stage. And all the batters, they just came in and got off to starts, but just getting out at wrong times. And Jhang Union Eagles, they ensure they keep on chipping in with wickets at regular intervals. Yeah, that's... Oh, this is not good. Much better effort was required by the keeper, and also, of course, that's not the best of balls by Syed. And when things are going in your favor, why try anything extraordinary or out of the box? You were bowling so well. Keep it simple. Make him play. They're not really going after you that you go on to decide that, right, I'm going to bowl different on each and every ball. It won't work. When the batter is under pressure, why do you take pressure? You just keep things simple. Keep bowling in the right areas because that's what you did in the first over. Because these are very important runs. You can't just give so many extras. Yeah, that's much more like it. That's it. Keep it simple. They're not really going after you. 16 extras have been bowled in this inning so far. These are the little moments in the game which make it count and makes a huge difference. If ever so, you go on to lose a game. There you go, the dugout of Z Sports. You can see Zishan Nasir. No pads on, rightfully so. He might just come into bat at number 11 if required. Salman is padded up. You will see him next. Now this is pulled away. Is this a chance? Oh, he's put it down. So it has been quite an eventful over as to what we have witnessed. But he gets a life. Aryan couldn't get the elevation, neither the distance. And let's have a look at that effort. Yeah, I wouldn't call this as a tough one, really, because he did get his hands onto it. It should have been taken, really. And Syed was on the verge of picking up his first wicket. Beautifully done. This is a very good ball right in the block hole. You can see that there is a bit of frustration now coming in from both the ends. We saw Aryan trying to manufacture a shot. Got a life, and now Zishan Abid also, you can see, he's played quite a few deliveries. So just getting a little fidgety, getting a little itchy out there. That's hit towards cover, only a single. They are considering to come back for the second, but Zishan Abid had shown no interest whatsoever. End of over number 13. It's 93 for 5. keeping things very tight in the middle. Jhang Union Eagles not letting the batters get away whatsoever. Salman Khan, terrific start to his innings. He's given only 2 runs in his first. Oh, this is crashed towards the cover region. That is a perfect start to this over. And Zishan Abid just shuffling, or rather creating room, moving away from the stumps. Always wanted to go towards the extra cover, and he's got plenty of bat on this one. Gets an important boundary. Straight away trying to put Salman Khan under the pump. That's a much better delivery, and nicely played as well. Playing it with soft hands, gets off strike. So what is a realistic score from here onwards? Maybe get somewhere around 160. It's quite possible if Zishan Abid and Aryan they stay out in the middle. That's a good shot once again, but yeah, you can see he's indicating he wanted to play towards the extra cover, but just hit it a bit too straight towards the cover fielder. 6 runs in the first 3 deliveries. Can they convert this into a big over? They need one big over just to really ease a bit of tension out there. This is hit really, really hard, and that's gone for a boundary yet again. This is terrific stuff. This is the over now. I think they've decided that they are going to target Salman, who did so well in his first. But Zishan Abid, he is a strong bloke. Anything in his zone, in his arc, he's going to make you pay. So this is a good over. And also the 100 comes up in the 14th over for Z Sports. That's much more like it. So this is a very good over for Z Sports. They need more of those. Another over where they can find 15, 18 runs in one single over. Quite possible, because we know that these two, they do have the tendency, they do have the firepower in them to really shift gears and go for the big shots. Single to end over number 14. That's turned out to be a decent one for Z Sports. 14 gone. It's 105 for the loss of 5. Yeah, just the last 6 overs, and I won't be surprised now, because they had a long discussion before the end of last over. Aryan and Zishan, I think one of the batters will decide now to really cut loose. I think it has to be Aryan, really, because Zishan Abid, of course, we know he is a power hitter. So when you know you do have 2 more batters who can strike the ball big, Aryan will look to go big. Missed out just 5 meters on the either side of the fielder. And that would have been trickling rather towards the boundary. Yeah, not the best of times to be introduced as a bowler. We're seeing the 7th bowling option in this innings. It's Asif Tarbela. That's an outside edge, and it's passed through the short third fielder, gets a boundary. So they're on the move now. They have realized that They need a couple of big overs right now. And that wasn't the best of deliveries. Having a third man in the circle and then bowling it way too full, it's not going to really work in your favor. And now they've decided to pull the fielder back towards the third man. So they're having a deep third man now. And the long off fielder, he's come in the circle now. Oh, beautifully bowled. Excellent change of pace by Asif Tarbela. Another very exciting talent has been introduced at a stage where you know that the bowlers, or rather the batters, will go after you. So he's got a big job in his hand. But why? The question is, why did Kutaiba hold himself back? I think he really needs to come back into the attack and try to chip in with a wicket or two. Yeah, this is going to be close. Oh, that misfield, allowing them to take, or rather steal the single. I keep on saying that as the days have progressed, this wicket has been changing day by day. It's favouring the batters more often than not. Jeff's Education, of course, chasing more than 180 odd in the 19th over. It's just a testament to the fact it's a good wicket to bat on, and chasing becomes much easier, mind you. Actually maneuvered, only a single on offer. Then I think now the last 5 overs, you will see that the batters will look to unleash and shift gears. Nelson on board, 111. Still 31 legal deliveries to go. So how much are we asking? If they can get another 60 in the last 31 deliveries, which is quite possible, that's going to be some score. And that is some shot by Aryan. What a hit. Wow. We saw an expensive last over. And even now the new bowler Asif Tarbela, he's been targeted. But look at the hit. Stand and deliver. One bounce into the fence, closing out the over well. It's 115 for the loss of 5. Right then, another bowling change. Make that the 8th bowler we are seeing in one innings. That's something which you really don't see. So Kutaiba giving an opportunity to another bowler, Shahbaz, to be bowling to 2 set batters. This could be a big over. What a hit. That's not a shot. That's a statement. Sheer dominance from Zishan. And look at the flurry of his blade. Look at that. Pure elegance. And that sound of the bat. It's gone like a bullet to the fence. Straight away under the palm. Shahbaz Ali has been struck for a boundary. Would be under pressure. Yeah. Getting it wrong. So 5 runs on the first delivery. This could be a massive over. Shahbaz being introduced at a stage where it's the right time for both the batters to cut loose. And you can see in the last 2 overs, there were runs flowing. And even now, this is a great start. So Z Sports, they have a great chance to make it count and try to get even 180 from here onwards. Quite possible. if these two stay right till the end. Also, you've got the likes of Salman Randhawa and Bhutta to come in next. So the stage is set now to look to go big and make it count. Beautifully done. Yeah, this is very smart. You could easily tell now what they're doing. Aryan is holding one end, is ensuring that he doesn't throw away his wicket, ensuring he gives the majority of the strike to Zishan Abid. He's striking cleanly, but this is a great comeback. Excellent partnership between these two. Mind you, they came into bat, but there was immense pressure. They lost quite a few wickets early on, but then these two showing a lot of maturity, showing a lot of character in the middle. Oh, what a shot that is. Flicked away beautifully once again. Such a delightful stroke yet again by Zishan Abid. All wrist, all grace, all class. Batting with a lot of command and composure is Zishan Abid. Look at that. Yeah, he's enjoying his outing. That's what you expect. Zishan Abid, such a class act. 25 and 18. He started off slowly, took his time. But now he's decided, right, it's high time. And oh, they were thinking to come back for the second. But Zishan Abid, you can see he's slipped and just a single in the end. But nonetheless, it's an expensive over yet again. 3 back-to-back expensive overs. And Z Sports now will believe that they are in a better position as to what they were just half an hour ago. Oh, beautifully bowled. If you could bowl these kind of deliveries, why aren't you? End of the over, it's 127 for 5. Well, we could be in for some fireworks now. Zishan Abid is looking dangerous in the middle. Tries to go for a big shot. No real timing, no real connection. Gets only a single. I think now just that they have only 23 deliveries left in this innings. I think even Aryan should also be given the license to really go big because he's batted beautifully. We know that he's a batter who can clear the boundaries with ease. And you know, you've got two batters sitting in the dugout, ready to come in next who can make the ball disappear. This is sliced up in the air and away from the fielder. We'll get a couple of more runs, but you can see that the intent is now shown by Aryan. He's decided, right, it's high time. I should be joining the party. They did have a mini discussion before this over, and surely the instructions would be go for it. But really, we need to praise these two batters. 27 apiece for both. Came into bat where there was a bit of turbulence out there, losing quite a few wickets. Raise Ahmed, that was a big one. But since the arrival of these two, they've done exceptionally well. Oh, what a powerful stroke down the ground. One bounce into the fence. That is some execution by this champion batter. And that's an exhibition of artistry by this man. Beautifully played. And always was in control. That is some shot by Aryan, raced to 31. And he's got a great opportunity to really score a half century. Short delivery that's pulled. It's in the air. Very close to the fielder. But this is some recovery here for Z Sports. Mind you, they were 77 for 5 at one stage. That's where Kutaiba, he decided to just bring the fast bowlers into play. He was bowling beautifully. I don't understand why he opted to bail out and not bowl another 2 overs. Maybe he's carrying an injury. Not too sure, but what partnership here, which is now 59. This is up in the air. And I think the umpire has called that as a no ball. Yeah, it is a no ball, so it's not looking good. He's overstepped the line. This is not looking good now for the men in green. They were in the game in the mid phase, and that's where they should not have allowed these batters to really come back in the game. But these two, they had different plans. Yeah, clearly overstepping the line. It's going to be a free hit, and it is this man on your screen. Will have the privilege. Aryan Saxena. What a breathtaking knock he's played. Will face the free hit. Oh, that is struck really hard. What a powerful hit down the ground. And it deserves to be going towards the boundary. Unbelievable hit. Looks so classy, looks so graceful every time he's looking to play down the ground. And he's getting a lot of applause from the dugout. Look at that, one for the photographers. Such a smart shot to execute when you know that the mid-off was in the fielder. That was just a minimal gap. And he's pierced it beautifully. Yeah, all praises to this young man. He is one talent to look out for. A future star for the UAE cricket. These are the men, these are the boys who we will see playing at big stages and go on to play for the UAE international team. He is one boy to watch out for. Aryan Saxena came out to bat at a tough situation, but he showed a lot of calmness. Short delivery, and that is slashed up in the air. And how do you even play those? This is turning out to be such an entertaining knock, and this is a massive over in the context of play. And it's Aryan Saxena. He's playing one of the best innings of his career. It's 145 for 5 after 17. Oh, this is interesting. Taur Rahman, he's been given the 18th over against 2 batters who are striking big. Now this is worked away. Unlucky. Zishan Abid, he knows he's missed out. Taur Rahman, a class act. He bowled so well in the first game. And even today he's picked up 2 wickets. Has got a big responsibility. Now this is high up in the air. And how far has this gone? It's gone a long way. It's been launched into the orbit. And that, I believe, wasn't the best of decisions to bring a spinner at this juncture of the game, where you know that 2 batters are set. And Zishan Abid, he is a fierce striker of the cricket ball, especially against the spinners. He's going to make you pay. Ataur Rahman, mind you, he's not a very big turner of the ball, relies more on his arm deliveries. So this is going to be such a tough ask for Ataur Rahman. It's not going to be easy. Zishan Abid, he's decided to cut loose, plays another exquisite shot. One bounce into the fence. He's turning on the heat here in the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. And all of a sudden now the runs are coming thick and fast. They are getting a move along now. Zishan Abid, he's so strong in those offside areas. Marginally short, and Zishan Abid rocking back at the back foot and playing a beautiful shot. Getting another boundary, so expensive over already. Comes down the track, smashes it towards long on. But this time not getting the elevation. Neither the distance. Yeah, not the best of outings for Ataur Rahman. He's been quite expensive today. And he's been bowling way too quick. In the first game, he was bowling with a lot of flight, was looping the ball. And look at this now. Some improvisation coming in by Aryan. Will get a couple of runs. No, in fact, he's been turned down by Zishan Abid. Zishan on 39, Aryan 41. So both the batters, they have a great opportunity to score a 50. That too when there was a lot of tension out there. Now this is high up in the air and taken. So an entertaining and a very important knock finally comes to the end before he's done a lot of damage. Zishan Abid, yeah, he knows that should have been really dispatched out of the park. But getting no power behind the shot and simplest of takes in the deep. So Ataur Rahman, having the last laugh, has picked up his third. But what a special knock by the special talent Zishan, scoring 39. It's 157 for 5. So picked up a wicket yet again. Ataur Rahman, he's done for the evening before conceding quite a few runs in the 18th. So just the last 12 overs remaining, and Sajjad Murshid, rightfully so, he's been asked to come and bowl the penultimate over. A bowler who is an expert when it comes to really bowl those cutters, bowls with a lot of control, can at times generate a lot of pace, especially with the new ball. So you do expect a lot of short stuff in this hole. Maybe the slow bumpers, that is a very handy ball, because you know that the batters will surely go after you and they will go hard at you. So that slow bumper, it's such an important delivery. Good start to the over, right on target. So the plan is simple. With this kind of a field, I think he will just keep on bowling in the block hole. Yeah, such a difficult delivery to come and execute every single time to come and bowl and nail the Yorkers. And I think Sajjad has been quite impressive. Need a lot of practice. There's a lot of hard work behind the scenes being put. Oh, that is surely going to be a no ball, and clearly it's just slipped out of his hand because he was trying to bowl a Yorker, and that's what happens. The margin of error is so minimal. When you try to bowl Yorkers on each and every single delivery, it could turn out to be a full toss, and that was way above the waistline. That's the signal coming in from Nadeem Anjum. It's going to be a free hit. Also has been given as a leg bye. Right then, where does Aryan go? Oh, beautiful ball. That's a good delivery. Right in the block hole. And nothing much the batter could have done. Singles isn't going to be a problem for Jhang Union Eagles, but they've already gotten the runs on the board. They had a great chance really at one stage to restrict them below 150, 160. But hats off to Aryan, who's still out there in the middle alongside Zishan Abid, turning the game to its head. Now this is high up in the air and puts it down. Yeah, that just sums up the story in the outfield. We've already seen quite a few catches being put down, and that was an easy one, really. No excuses. Should have been taken, really. Wasn't all that high as well. He had all the time in the world to really settle in. Yeah, just a lazy, casual effort. Yeah, that's the delivery I was talking about. It has pinged him on his helmet. I hope he's okay. Yeah, good to see Sajjad straight away going to the batter and checking if he's okay. But I think he will surely need to go through a concussion test. Oh, yeah, that has struck him hard. And the moment it hit him, he seemed to be a little uncomfortable. He will surely get the much needed medical attention. Yeah, he's okay. Aryan. Oh, beautifully done. That is some improvisation coming in from the blade of Aryan. What a brilliant knock. He's come out and played at a situation where his team was struggling. They needed somebody to provide the much needed impetus, and it was him. He raised his hand and he said, let me handle the situation, and look at what he's done. 49 in 36. Just needs one more run for a well-deserved half century. What a knock he's played. It's exciting. Punched it towards the cover. They will come back for the second easily, and that's it. He gets to his 50. What a brilliant innings he's played. He is a champion, Aryan. A true star in the making. And he came out to bat where there was so much pressure. But he said, pressure, what pressure? 51 in just 37 deliveries. A match-winning performance by this talented youngster. And one to watch out for the future. 170 for 6 after 19. It looks like it's going to be the captain to bowl the last over. So spinner to come and bowl the last over. I just mentioned earlier on. Look at those figures. Look at what he's done. He's given only 5 runs. Picked up the most important wicket of the innings. And then he decided to hold himself back. Interesting. Now he's decided to come back and bowl the last over of the innings. So this is going to be super exciting. It's not going to be easy to really keep these two quiet. Salman Randhawa. This is his playground. Oh, look at that. That is a majestic hit. It's gone, going, and just out of the park. Brilliant hit. Salman Randhawa has welcomed Kutaiba by a huge maximum. 2 short and whack. He knew that this is not coming back. This is a big hit. And when he hits, it stays hit. So that I'm not too sure really this decision to come and bowl at the last over. You were bowling so beautifully. You had to finish out your 4 overs. That's where you really had the game in your hands. You had the upper hand. Goes hard once again. This is a massive hit. My oh my. Salman Randhawa, we have seen him do this in this very ground many a times in the past. He has won games for his teams. And look at what he's doing yet again. Two huge maximums. We saw Avais Ali Shah went berserk in the last over, where he struck 4 huge maximums on the trot. Are we going to see a replica? This man is certainly capable of doing so. He's been short of form, short of runs, but today he's just batting on a different surface altogether. 182 on the board. This is a massive score already, and they're not done yet. Tone ball shot. Qutaiba needs to adjust his length. Salman Randhawa, as I said, this is his playground. I've seen him hitting a lot of maximums in the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Goes hard yet again. This is high up in the air. Make that the 3rd maximum in the over. He is an absolute beast. Unstoppable run-making machine. Salman Randhawa has announced his arrival here in the Sharjah CBFS T20 2025. Aryan, the youngster, I'm sure he would be telling him, Salman, you've got 3 sixes on the trot. Can we have another 3? Can you do a Yuvraj Singh? It's not working for Qutaiba. The decision to come and bowl the last over has heavily backfired already. 6, followed by another 6. So it's not looking good now for the men in green. They had a great opportunity to really restrict them below 150 when the same bowler was bowling so beautifully. But then those 2 wrong decisions. One, to hold himself back, and then the second one is to come and bowl the last over against Salman Randhawa. And Aryan, that wasn't the best of decisions. Coming around the wicket now. Oh, he's missed out. Surely he's missed out. It was there to be a hit. His eyes lit up the moment the ball came out of the hand of Qutaiba, but trying to hit that a little too hard. Could have been 4 and 4. Nonetheless, this has been exhilarating stuff, to say the least. This is high up in the air. It's slashed towards the cover, and we'll get another 2 runs. Yeah, this is a champion side, really. Z Sports, true fighters, the warriors, these men in blue. 20-run over, the most expensive over so far in this innings, has come in the last over. Last delivery. Oh, missed out. Beautifully bowled. That's a good delivery to close out this innings, and Z Sports will be the happier team when they walk off the field. This is some recovery after being 77 for 5. Look at what they've done. 190 is what they've achieved. That is a very, very big target they've put. And it's not going to be all that easy to just come out and chase this. Yeah, you can see that the top 3 batters going early. And that's where they had a great chance to really take the full advantage and cash on the opportunity. But Rais Ahmed, after getting a good start, was castled by Qutaiba. And then those 2 had different plans. Aryan Saxena, unbeaten 51, and Zishan Abid, what a knock, 39 in 26. And then the last over, Salman Randhawa went absolutely berserk. 3 sixes, and it was a big over. 20 came off it, and 20 extras is what they've given. That's not good. Yeah, a lot of bowlers were introduced, and they were quite expensive as well. But I think Ataur Rahman, yet again amongst the wicket takers, picks up 3 wickets. Sajjad Murshid, he was brilliant as well. Syed and Salman, I think they did a decent job. Didn't pick up a wicket, but surprisingly were held back alongside Qutaiba as well. Right then, it was an entertaining first innings. We are going to dive into a short break before we watch the highlights. And that's what they did. Shahrukh Amin started off beautifully. But Ronak Parodi, that was a big moment in the game. Ataur Rahman getting the better of him. And then Shahrukh, well, he was batting beautifully. Captain had different plans until this happened. Beautiful delivery, and this was Lovepreet Singh just losing patience. And Raees Ahmed, look at that delivery. That was a big moment in the game. And that's why when they were 5 down, they had a great chance. But then 2 men, the moment they walked in, they said, we need to have faith in ourselves, and we need to ensure we get our teams to a good score. And they kept on hitting these big shots. And then the last over, Salman Randhawa went absolutely berserk. Right then, we are now going to dive into short break, and once we are back, we'll be all set for the run chase. Stay tuned. Welcome back, viewers. We're all set for the run chase. What a tremendous first innings performance we have seen from the batters. Rais Ahmed after getting a good start. And those two, Zishan, Abid and Aryan Saxena, what a brilliant knock. Those two have played excellent partnership between them. At one stage it looked like they will not even surpass the 150 mark because they were struggling at one stage where they were 77 for 5. And then those two men, Zishan and Aryan, steadying the ship for their team, showing a lot of character, showing a lot of maturity. They took their time initially, both the batters. Very sensible cricketers, really. They know how to get their team out of, they know how to bail their team out of these tough situations. And there they are, the men in blue. One of the best sides by far, Z Sports here in the UAE domestic circuit. Are up and running. 190 is what they scored at income. Two very, very talented cricketers. And plenty will be expected from these two. And they really need to set the tone early on. And how do you do that? You really need to get runs in the first 6 overs. But the challenge is, it will be Zishan Nasir, the speedster, who bowls more than 140 with the speed of more than 140 kilometers per hour. He's express. He is quick. And one way to always find out how quick the bowler is, you always look behind you where the keeper is standing. That only gives you an indication that how quick a bowler is. And you will see Zishan Abid will keep on walking back and will literally stand almost behind or very close to the 30-yard circle. Because Zishan, he is express. So we are all in readiness for a fascinating run chase. These two batters, they need to just have faith in themselves. It's a good wicket to bat on. There's plenty on runs on offer. So the 6 overs will really define as to how they go about in this innings. Don't slip in place because Zishan Nasir is a bowler who doesn't really take the ball away. He brings the ball in towards the right-handers with a lot of pace. With a lot of swing, pace, control, swing. Lethal combination. He will be coming in and running in and giving his 100% for the very first time in this tournament. Rais Ahmed on your screen, and in comes Zishan. Yeah, perfect length. Just a hint of inward movement. He will loosen up for the first 2 to 3 deliveries, and then we'll see him generating a lot of pace. On the other end, we know that these two, Imran and Shahbaz, two very talented cricketers, do have the tendency to really score big runs for their team, and that is exactly the need of the hour. They need to go big. Swing and a miss. That's going to be the first runs on the board, coming in the form of extras. Nadeem Anjum on your screen. I think he's been brilliant with his decision making. He's made some excellent calls during this tournament. That's the field setup for you. Having a deep third man in position alongside a deep fine leg in position. Having a catching gully as well and a short cover. So that's good to see. Love this aggressive field set by the captain, Shahrukh Amin. Beautifully bowled, and he will be off the mark with a single. I think the batters really can take a leaf out of the notebook of Gems Education batters, how they batted and chased it down easily in the 19th over against 7 Districts Cricket Academy. It was an absolute batting paradise. So you really need to get runs on the board in your first innings. And that's exactly what they've done. They've gotten 189 runs. That's a massive target they've set. So over now to the batters. They've got a big responsibility. Shahbaz, we know he can clear these boundaries with utmost ease. Careful, playing across the line against Zishan Nasir, that will never be the best of shot selections, because he will run in fast and just will hoop the ball in towards you. Will always look to consistently try to wrap your pads. So it's a quiet start so far. Zishan Nasir is now starting to generate a bit of pace. Yeah, that's a short delivery and surprising Shahbaz. He's being very watchful. That's something which they wouldn't want. Jhang Union Eagles is to have wickets intact, but need to keep a check on that required run rate, because if you don't have a good start in the power play, you will see how quickly that required run rate will creep up, and then it becomes so difficult after you lose a wicket and you expect a new batter to come in and play the big shot. That's going to be another wide. So we've seen a lot of wides in this game already. In the first innings, Jhang Union Eagles, the fast bowlers, they were struggling. 9 wides by Sajjad Murshid and 6 wides by Syed Sakleen. So way too much. There were 20 extras in the first innings. That's quite a lot. Yeah, beautifully bowled yet again. I would really like Zishan Nasir really to just ever so slightly adjust his length and bowl a bit more fuller. You can't afford to do so, because you know that they're chasing a mammoth target. So if ever so it becomes a fuller delivery, it doesn't really matter, because the ball is going to come in towards Shahbaz. So can try to bowl slightly more fuller and target the stumps. Yeah, with this length, forget about the LBW in the bowl. You might just more often than not beat the bat of the batter, but it's not a wicket-taking delivery. It's a good start by Zishan Nasir. 4 for no loss after 1. Right then, this is interesting. It's going to be Ronak Panoli to be bowling alongside Zishan Nasir with the new ball. Yeah, such a privilege really to come out to open innings and also to come and bowl with the new ball. He's blessed. Yeah, I think it's a wise move really. I have seen Ronak Panoli bowl with the new ball. Bowls with a lot of control and has got an excellent arm delivery as well. Yeah, that's the one. That's exactly I was mentioning, that he's not a really big turner of the ball, but against somebody like Ronak Panoli, you need to be a bit careful in your approach when you're playing against him. He would always entice you to play across the line. He will fire it onto the stumps. It will come in sharply. So yeah, that's good. Try to play with a straighter bat. Required run rate, you can see now, it's gone to 10 runs per over. We're just into the second over. It's not going to be an easy chase by any means. Oh, lovely delivery. Slight bit of turn on offer. Such an asset to have in your team, really, Ronak Panoli. He's been a consistent performer, a star for Z Sports for a very, very long time now. Comes out to open, gets you those good starts. Today wasn't his day, but I really ask him to come in and bowl, come in and bat at any situation. He's always up for the task, and yet again, this is a good start. They're not really going after the bowling at the moment. Imran and Shahbaz, they're taking their time. Well, that's okay. But now that you've played 3 to 4 deliveries, need to look to play big shots. Couldn't really get underneath the ball. So a quiet start. And look at how quickly he's gotten through this over. He's already bowled 5 deliveries. The blink of an eye. So he's doing an exceptional job. Tossed up, beautifully bowled. This has turned out to be such a fabulous over by Ronak Panoli. It's 2 gone, 6 for no loss. Bowled an excellent first over. Zishan Nasir yet again charging in, and the batter bailing out. So Zishan Nasir will have to go back and reload. But this is a terrific start. A very quiet start. Not letting the batters to get away with the show early on. And when you are chasing a big target, the first 6 overs, it just really defines the game early on. If ever so you lose early wickets when chasing a big target, yeah, the match gets out of your hands pretty early in the contest. That's a nice shot, an on drive, which we don't really see nowadays batters play. That was an elegant stroke. A formidable side. They had a great chance really in the first innings to restrict Z Sports, where they were 5 down. That was a phase where runs were difficult to come by. Short delivery, pulls it, and straight into the hands of Rais Ahmed. It's a soft dismissal. Yeah, something had to give, because you could see that the batter was struggling. They know that there were 2 quiet overs. They needed 1 big over, and clearly I think he was beaten by pace. It just got big on him in the end, and it's a short stay for Imran. He goes after scoring 2 runs. It's 6 for 1. This is a perfect start for Z Sports. They're all over. Jhang Union Eagles. In comes Asif Tarbela. So much is going to be expected from him. It's a very important position. I keep on saying the number 3 position. Losing an early wicket in Zishan Nasir has been so economical so far. He's now clearly bowling with a lot of heat out there. Yeah, beautifully bowled and nicely played. Coming onto the line of the ball. Asif, another very technically correct batter. Quite surprising. Kutaiba hasn't come out to bat because he was brilliant in the first game, scored quite a few runs. Even today, he was brilliant in his first spell, and then deciding to bowl the last over against somebody like Salman Randhawa and Aryan. That was not the right decision. That's surely going to be a wide. That's way above the headline of the Asif, and right call by Nadeem Anjum. On the other end, Z Sports, they are blessed with a lot of bowling options. Salman Randhawa, a bowler, will come in and just bowl and land the ball at the right areas. Bowls those excellent off and leg cutters. Always keeps the batters at the back foot. And then you've got the likes of Shahid Bhutta, you've got Faisal Altaf. So plenty of bowling options. Beautifully bowled, and the sound of the bat. It's coming onto the bat nicely. It is a very good wicket to bat on. I keep on saying, really. It's just that once you apply yourselves in the middle, and that's exactly what we saw in the first innings, where Aryan Saxena and Zishan Abid, they came out where the team were in a bit of trouble, but they took their time. They got used to the surface, assessing the conditions, of course, playing their first game, so you would always want to give yourself time in the middle. This is up in the air, could be another one. Oh! That is an unbelievable take by Rais Ahmed. We know what heroics he can do for his team with the bat, but that is a very good catch. Plucking out of thin air and holding on to it, one-handed blinder. Just timing his jump to perfection, and his team cannot believe what they witnessed. And even that man, Shahbaz, he knows that it's quite unlucky and unfortunate to be walking, as that was an unbelievable catch by Rais Ahmed. It's 7 for 2. In walks the captain, Kutaiba Tariq. What a magnificent knock he played in the first game. Batted beautifully, really took the charge, led his team from the front. But today the scenario is different. You're going to be facing the likes of Zishan Nasir, someone who's played franchise cricket as well for the IL T20. A bowler who bowls more than 140 kilometers per hour. He's quick. He gets that extra prodigious bounce off the surface. He always keeps the batters at the back foot. So he will be facing the heat of Zishan Nasir. Shahrukh Amin now having aggressive intent. Couple of slips in position alongside a catching gully and a short cover. They're going for the kill. Nicely bowled and nicely played by Kutaiba. What a brilliant over for Z Sports. Zishan picking up 2. 8 for 2 after 3. So not the best of starts here for the men in green. It's an important game for them, mind you. Ronak Paroli bowled such a brilliant first over, keeping things tight in the centre. They're all over Jhang Union Eagles at the moment. Z Sports, quite vocal. You can hear them chirping out there. Using the crease beautifully, Ronak Paroli. That's a good stroke. So they need to steady the ship. The required run rate is now going almost to 11 runs per over. Just need to have belief in themselves, really, because they do have the power, mind you. Jhang Union Eagles, they bat deep. They've got some quality batters to come. There is one now on strike. Qutaiba Tariq, the captain. He's got a major responsibility on his shoulders. That's driven past cover and threading that little gap towards the cover region and found the boundary with precision. What a stroke. Looks so elegant, Qutaiba, when he looks to play towards the cover. Look at that. He knew there's no need to run for that. That's a glorious looking stroke along the carpet, getting 4 runs and opening his account with style. Yeah, that's much more like it, and nicely played. Playing it as late as he could. And Ronak Paroli, he's a fighter. He doesn't really like to go for many runs. Tossed up. This is high up in the air. It's going towards the longer part of the ground, but the ball just plucking in the surface. And getting another. Oh, in fact, they've just ran 1. This is quite surprising. Should have at least gotten 2 there. Cut away, but there is protection. And a single is all they'll get. 15 for 2 after 4. But they need to get a move on here. Jhang Union Eagles can't be leaving too much for the next batters to follow. So much is going to be dependent on these two in the center. Yeah, nicely played with soft hands and good running, good response as well by the captain Qutaiba. So that's exactly what I was mentioning couple of overs ago. That's Zishan Nasir. He's bowling beautifully. That's there's no doubt about that. But when you can generate that kind of pace and movement off the surface, you can always surprise the batter to bowl one fuller delivery, full and straight. With this pace, you always have a chance to pick up a wicket. Just like that. That is a perfect delivery and almost getting the better of Qutaiba Tariq. This would have been another huge wicket. And I will not be surprised really if Shahrukh Amin, the captain who's standing in the second slip cordon, yeah, there he is, will bowl out Zishan Nasir. We can afford to do so because if Zishan Nasir bowls quiet overs, that required run rate, have a check on that. It's going to creep up big time. Oh, that is a vicious delivery. He somehow managed to keep the ball away from the stumps, Qutaiba Tariq. That was a fiery delivery. Look at that. It's coming so sharply. And careful, Qutaiba Tariq. You need to ensure you keep your eyes on the ball right till the end. This could have been a very nasty moment. I said it earlier and I'm going to say it again. He bowls more than 140 kilometers per hour. He's one of the most fast bowlers UAE has produced. So you need to be very careful against him when facing the short deliveries. Yeah, that's beautifully played. Very solid in technique is Qutaiba Tariq. Yeah, the demand of the situation is as such that really they need to give themselves time in the middle, but at the same time, the required run rate, it's a bit too much. So having an upper hand in this game, the men in blue. On the other end, one of the batters really need to decide to cut loose. Now that they have gotten their eye in the middle, they need to get a move on. Yeah, taking their time. They're not really going after Zishan Nasir, seeing off his over. They need to target someone. Surely they're not targeting Zishan Nasir. It's turning out to be a very quiet over. Only a single is what he's given, and I think Ronak probably will be bowling the last over of the power play. And why not? He's bowled quite decent. Yeah, just getting slightly big on him in the end, and couldn't really time the ball, getting slightly late in the end. Excellent stuff here by Zishan Nasir. It's 5 gone, 16 for 2. So just the 2 overs for Ronak Panoli, and he's been held back. So we're going to see more pace introduced into the attack. Hits it hard, crashes it down the ground. That is going to make him feel good. And what a way to welcome a new bowler. On the very first ball, he's been struck hard down the ground with a lot of force. Shahid Bhutta, another bowler who can bowl with quite a bit of pace. But that's good. They're trying to target Shahid Bhutta. That's quite evident. It's got a slip in place, and that's good to see. Outside edge, and that's gone towards the boundary yet again. This is a very good start to the over, and that's exactly what they need. They need boundaries, and they need it consistently in every single over. Yeah, that was not where he intended to play, but getting a thick outside edge and getting 4 runs. That's important. Could this be that over which brings the men in green back in this game? Short delivery. Oh, what a stroke once again along the carpet. This is going to be a long chase. And the ball will win the race, or has he saved? This one will have to wait for the signal of the umpire. I think he's done well. But what an over this is turning out to be. Already 11 runs against Shahid Bhutta, another exciting talent. On the other end, Qutaiba, I think he will be having a lot of confidence in himself, because that's what He did even in the last game where he batted beautifully, came out in a situation where there was immense pressure, but he really stood tall, showed a lot of character. And yet again, he's finding himself in a situation where certainly his services are required. Kuteba, he's a class act alongside Asif Terbela. What a shot he played in this over. They need to stitch up a partnership and ensure they keep up with the required run rate, which is now going to almost 12 runs per over. Yeah, beaten by pace. That extra bit of bounce as well. The idea was right by Kuteba. He saw it was a short delivery. It was wide. And just could not connect on that occasion. Beautifully bowled and nicely played as well. Power play done and dusted, and it has gone in the favour of the men in blue. 6 gone, 27 for 2. Right there, he's got a right smile on his face, and why not? Because you don't really see him being introduced into the attack in many of the games, but straight away he's produced a very good delivery. Rais Ahmed, he really loves this game, and we know he's such a talented, he's a class act if you talk about his batting, but don't discard him if you talk about his bowling, really. He's got an excellent wrong one as well, yeah. It's not a big turn of the ball, and look at what he's done. He's produced a wicket in his very first delivery, and he will be thanking his captain, Shahrukh Amin, to give him an over straight after the power play, and he's bowled a lovely delivery. Look at Ronak Panoli. Yeah, he knows that Rais Ahmed is not a genuine bowler, but that's a very good delivery, and playing across the line, not the right shot selection, and that's Asif Terbela who'll have to go back. It's 26 for 3. New batter has just made his way in the centre. Beautifully ball. That's a very good delivery. Just looks like that he's been practicing quite a lot on his bowling as well. He's been focusing on his bowling. And this is a terrific start. Yeah, this is not really looking good at the moment. Right on the money. That's a very good delivery once again. Nicely cut away, dealing in singles at the moment. Quite a few dot deliveries as well. So it's getting a bit tough out there for the men in green. Tries to go for a big shot. Another dot delivery. What a terrific over by Race. 7 gone, 29 for 3. Yeah, a lot of work needs to be done by these two. Kutaiba, the captain, is still out there. Oh, beautifully ball. That ball just got big on Kutaiba. That was a very good delivery. Shahid Bhutta. We know he can certainly generate a lot of pace. That's exactly what he's doing in this innings. This is a perfect start to this innings. We're into the 8th over. And Kutaiba Tariq, the captain, he's played 14 deliveries. He could change this pretty quickly. We know he's a batter who can really shift gears when required to do so. Yeah, once again a short delivery and dealing in singles at the moment. Singles it's not going to be bothering Z Sports. They were in a bit of bother early on in the first innings where they lost early wickets. But then what a partnership we witnessed today between Zishan and Aryan Saxena. Really took them out from that difficult situation. And then that last over, that was a massive one, the most expensive over in the innings. And it was Kutaiba Tariq who decided to bowl the last over. That was a very brave move, but really I'm not a very big fan of giving a spinner the last over in any kind of format or in any kind of situation. Remember that famous game? I can't recall, was it a World Cup or was it a tri-series? I think it was a World Cup where Saeed Ajmal was introduced in the last over and Mike Hussey, he was on strike. The captain threw the ball to him and Saeed Ajmal was asked to bowl the last over. And the rest is history. Mike Hussey took him apart. He just tore him apart. And they won that game. Yeah, that is one loss which is in the back of the minds on all of the Pakistani fans around the world. Couldn't really digest that loss. So spinner in the last over, it's always a challenge really. And I'm not too sure if these men, they have played against Salman Randhawa or if they know him. Because Salman Randhawa, I remember he's played, I think I'm seeing him for the last 2 decades. I remember when we were young, I've played a lot of cricket with him as well, against him. And he knows this stadium inside out. He's played a lot of matches. Oh, what a shot! How do you play those, Kutaiba? You do not bowl short to him. The moment you opt to bowl short at Kutaiba Tariq, this is what he will do. He will make the ball disappear and he will make you pay. A bit of Virender Sehwag as well in that particular shot. Yeah, a lone warrior. He's still fighting it out. And that's what I really love about him. I love his intent, always very positive, even his body language. And also, he's a very confident captain during the toss. Had a great conversation with him off the field as well. Such a humble personality, really. And he's playing important knock here for his team. Beautifully ball. That's a good delivery and nicely played as well. Playing it with the soft hands. Gets a single and will retain strike in the next over. It's 38 for 3 after 8. Yeah, the required run rate is almost 13 runs per over. They need to get a move on. Raees Ahmed on the other end. Not too sure if he was expecting to get a call so early and come on to ball. He's always smiling. He's such a wonderful personality, Raees Ahmed, really. And he's a very jolly character, mind you. Every time you just spend 5 minutes with him, he's going to make you laugh like hell. Such a character, such a charismatic personality is Raees Ahmed. And also he's bowling exceptionally well. Careful. Don't want to be getting injured in your first game. He's the backbone of the side. And he's really having such a great run in this season. Not only this season, yeah, it was a half chance. It was a tough one. Not only in this season, the last couple of seasons, for the last 3 seasons, I've been seeing this man consistently perform. Really, I think it's just going to be a matter of time. Oh, very close. That Raees Ahmed soon. We will be seeing him to play for the UAE national team. That is one very, very strong prospect. Raees Ahmed, consistent performer. Oh, he's once again knocked the stumps. Oh, what is he doing, Raees Ahmed? He's bowling beautifully out there, and that was a very good delivery, but not the best of shot selections by the captain Kutaiba. Too close to cut. It was onto the stumps, and there's a lot of risk involved when you try to cut the ball if it's coming onto the stumps. Nonetheless, a very promising innings by the captain Kutaiba Tariq comes to the end. Yeah, he's really enjoying his outing. That's quite evident. 2 wickets to his name already. Look at that economy. Just 4 runs is what he's given. Bowling wicket to wicket. Keeping things relatively simple out there. Not trying to do anything different. Just getting the basics right for now. Comes in with a very smooth action. Very pleasing to the eye. Doesn't do anything fancy. Yeah, look at that. Nicely bowled once again. And yet again, he's picked up a wicket. And look at Lovepreet go. He knows that by no means he is a regular bowler. He's a part-time bowler. And that's the one which comes in towards the batter. And that has ricocheted off the bat and has chopped back onto the stumps. It's a sorry departure. And yeah, it's just not looking good now. It's Bhuta has to go back. It's a short stay Half the side is back in the hutch. It's 41 for 5. So still 150 more required. Not many overs to go, just 11 overs. Yeah, it's going to be very difficult now. It's turning out to be pretty much one-sided encounter. Irfan, the new man, bowled decent in the first over. Now there's two new batters at the crease, so I won't be surprised if the captain opts to bring Zishan Nasir back into the attack. He's got, I think he's got just one more over left. Yeah, so should be the right approach to try to win this game by a big margin. They do have a great chance to do so, and we know that the net run rate in the end of the tournament, it makes such a big difference at teams. They get knocked out of the tournament just because of a poor net run rate overall in the tournament. So when you do get opportunities like this, when you know that the opponents are 5 down, that's where you really go for the kill and try to win the game by a big margin. And this is a great opportunity on the other end. I think they just need to keep on fighting this talented side of Jhang Union Eagles. But I think they've done exceptionally well, Z Sports, by bowling beautifully on this wicket. Now that's gone towards third man. Excellent bit of fielding. And gets only a single, I believe. Yeah, singles. It's not going to be bothering Z Sports. On the other end, it's going to be so difficult really to just come out there and try to express yourself from the word go. This is why I keep on saying, when you're chasing a big target, that's where the first 6 overs defines a lot in the game. Short delivery, it's smacked down the ground and it's gone towards the boundary. This is much more like it. You would want somebody like Irfan to just come in and play those free-flowing strokes. Too short by Shahid. He's been expensive. We've seen all the other bowlers, they've done exceptionally well, but he's given more than 50% of runs. In this innings, 25 runs is what he's given out of the 46 they've scored. So this was a very important game, mind you, for Jhang Union Eagles, because they already have lost one early on against a quality side of Alif Pharma. Oh, very close to that off stump. Irfan, clearly we can see he has come out to bat with an intent, and that is to just go out and express yourself. Really, there's no point hanging around. If you even go on to lose the game, at least put up a fight, put up a show. Go down with a fight. Qutaiba Tariq, he batted beautifully, but it was a brain fade by him as well. I think playing a cut shot with the ball is fired onto the stumps is never a wise move. Inside edge, only a single. Yeah, I'm sure they will be taking a lot of positives and learnings. The men in green, Jhang Union Eagles, alongside they're playing against a quality team. Z Sports, of course, we know that they've been around the domestic circuit for quite a while. They have big guns in their team, of course. Ronak Panoli, Shahrukh Amin, Zishan Abid. I saw Delansky Swani also in the dugout. I think he's resting this game because he's their genuine left arm spinner. Very handy all rounder. Beautifully ball. That's a good delivery to close out the 10th over, and the players will have drinks. It's 47 for 5. So a lot of runs required, 144 needed, not many overs left. Required run rate is almost 15. Race, he's bowling beautifully at the moment. I think he's got a great opportunity to really pick up a few more wickets. He's scored 22 runs, so he's already a strong contender to become the player of the match. 3 wickets to his name, and he's got another 10 more deliveries to bowl. Can he pick up another wicket? So far, it's been a very dominant performance by Z Sports. Good running between the wickets. 50 comes up for Jhang Union Eagles, but it has come at a price of losing the half side of their team, and also in the 11th over. Tossed up, hits it hard towards long on. I really love this approach by Rais Ahmed. He's enticing the batters to go for a big shot, offering a lot of flight through the air. This is hit hard, and it's gone towards the boundary. That's a very good stroke. Getting onto the line of the ball, and didn't really overstride, I believe. Just timing it to perfection. Yeah, that's lovely stroke. Always wanted to go aerial. Yeah, they need plenty more of those. This is chipped in the air, and only a single to offer. So yet again an excellent over by Rais Ahmed comes to the end. It's 57 for 5. So it is going to be Shahid Bhutta to continue. We saw in the last over he bowled with a lot of pace, a lot of gas. Short delivery, dealing in singles at the moment. They need more than, almost 15 runs per over from this stage, and they don't have many batters to come after this. I think this is the only last recognized pair. And Irfan, he's clearly come out with a motive, and that is to just go out and play your shots. But it's going to be quite a bit of a challenge, because Shahid Bhutta, he's in his last over, and all of a sudden he's getting a lot of pace. Yeah, roll of the fingers, smashes it towards mid-wicket, gets another boundary. That's much more like it. Just Have faith in yourselves. Try to take this game as deep as you can. And he read that delivery, that short delivery, rolling the fingers, but hammering it for a boundary. Yeah, he did well in the first innings as well. Irfan, he bowled his heart out. He's tall. He's a very talented all-rounder. But he's come out to bat at a situation where you're asking a bit too much. 129 needed and just 8 more overs to go after this. Oh, that's a sharp bumper. It's high up in the air and very close to Zishan Nasir in the deep. But clearly took him by surprise. And if you do have a pace like Shahid, then surely you can afford to be bowling these short bumpers. I've seen bowlers who bowl at a pace of 110, 115, and they try to bang the ball short. It's not going to work on this wicket, but he's quick. Yeah, look at that. It just got big on him. It came quite quicker, hurrying on to the batter. And just deceiving him. Almost was on the verge of picking up his first wicket this evening. Yeah, thinking of a single, but denied by his partner. But what a great opportunity really for Jhang Union Eagles to play in such mega events here in the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium, where it all started here. So surely they will be taking a lot of memories back with them. We've seen some quality players in the lineup, of course. The captain has been super impressive. Bowled exceptionally well, getting the wicket of Rais Ahmed today. That was a big wicket. And he'll remember that all his life. Now this could be a soft dismissal. No, away from Shahid. And only a single is what is on offer. Rais Ahmed, he's got another over. And surely he will be asked to come and bowl out. Picked up 3 wickets, scored 22 runs. Yeah, he's been clinching a lot of Player of the Match awards. Such an asset really to have someone like Rais Ahmed in your team. And he's very effective even in the longer formats. I've seen him scoring a bulk of runs in a 50-over format here in the UAE. A batter who is technically very correct, and also when there is a requirement to really go big and play a few strokes, try to clear the boundaries, Rais Ahmed is a master of it. Shifts gears when required to do so. Now this is gone high up in the air and it's cleared the fielder. That is a vicious hit. Irfan is certainly enjoying his outing out there. And Shahid Bhutta, he's been expensive, but look at the use of the feet. The moment he struck, he knew that he's got plenty of bat on this one. It's gone for a maximum to close out the over. Rais Ahmed, he's been held back. I think maybe he's done something to his fingers, because we remember in the last over he bowled, the batter striking it hard towards him, and he tried to catch the ball, but it just burst through his hand. So maybe he's getting all that medical attention. Not only on the other end. He's got a chance now to pick up a wicket or two on the other end. Syed, run a ball 10, should look to play a few more strokes. At the moment, just deciding to play along the carpet, interested in the singles and doubles. Whereas on the other end, it has been entertaining stuff, to say the least. Irfan, He's come out with an intent, and that is to go for the big shots. That's cut away nicely. It's going to be a long chase, and does well in the end. And Ronak Panoli, mind you, he too got a start. He smashed one out of the ground, but then was clean bowled. And even Shahrukh Amin, the captain, he started off so well. But just couldn't convert those 20s into a big one. Slip in position, that's exciting. We're into the 13th over, and they're persistent to have a slip in place. Comes down the track. This is high up in the air, but it's fallen in the vacant area. Almost deceiving Irfan and picking up his wicket. I beg your pardon, that was Syed. Soft dismissal. And that's the reason they were persistent to have a slip in position. It has been an entertaining knock by Irfan, 23 in 11. But Ronak Panoli in the end getting the better of him. And Rais Ahmed once again in the act, this time in the field, takes a clean catch. That's the 6th wicket fallen for Jhang Union Eagles. Yeah, the match is, I think it's pretty much out of their grasp now. They need to ensure they just reduce the deficit. 75 for 6 after 13. Right, so it was just a change of ends for Rais Ahmed. He's been asked to bowl from the far end. This is a great opportunity really for Rais, even to pick up a fiver. All he needs to do is ensure he doesn't really bowl quick. Flight the ball. Give a lot of air. Doesn't really matter. Let the batter try to clear the longer part of the ground, which is towards the leg side. Having a mid-on in the circle at the moment. Oh, that's now this is high and in the air. This could be the 4th. It is. Whatever this man is touching, it's turning into gold. First, we saw his heroics in the first innings with the bat, and now he's certainly putting up a show with the ball. 4 wickets for Rais Ahmed. Can he pick up a fiver? As easy as it gets. Simplest of takes. And another set batter has to go back to the dugout. They're falling apart now. It's 75 for the loss of 7. This man has been super impressive. It's Atar Rahman, left arm spinner, was so economical. I remember in the first game, and now he's come out to bat at a situation where the match is pretty much done and dusted, really. 116 in the next 6.5. It's tough ask, really. Beautifully bowled, another dot delivery. They're rushing through their overs now, our Z Sports. But this will be a thumping victory. They've got a big chance now to really win this game and win this by a big margin. Nicely played, Atar Rahman. Such an exciting talent. Comes in and gets you those important breakthroughs. Also picked up a wicket of Ronak Panoli early on. Yeah, I really enjoys. And also he's a very good fielder. He's an absolute live wire as well. Talk about Atar Rahman. This is hit hard. It's been bump towards the cover, and what a way to open your account. Salman Khan, on the very first delivery, has struck cleanly, getting 4 runs to his name. Yeah, away from that short cover fielder, and also was too short as well. Salman Khan can just express himself, really just try to have a personal milestone for himself, get a good score of 30-40. It's going to be the last delivery of a race, and if I'm the captain, I'm going to ask him to really give a lot of flight and let the batter go for a big shot. If you ball quick, he's just going to defend it. Yeah, he does flight the ball, but nicely played once again. That's driven past cover, but the ball will not have enough legs to trickle away towards the boundary. Nonetheless, terrific spell by this champion cricketer. Rais Ahmed is done for the evening. 4 overs, 22 is what he's given. Has picked up 4 wickets. 80 for 7. Atar Rahman has come out to bat where his team needs another 109 in 6 overs. Flight to delivery, trying to go for a big shot. Ronak Panoli trying to bowl it away from the range of Atar Rahman. That's gone for a huge maximum. Ronak Panoli, he won't like that. Atar, we know that he does have the ability to come and bat. And quite surprisingly, he's been sent out to bat very late. Maybe you could have promoted him when you know that you're chasing a big target. Hits it hard once again, but only a single on offer. So 2 part-timers, they've done a fine job. Rais Ahmed and Ronak Panoli. Tossed up, hits it hard down the ground. It's hit really hard by Salman Khan. So 2 batters who can really bat have come out a bit too late in this innings. Well, that was a very good shot. Excellent use of the feet. And always wanted to play down the ground in the V. Getting another boundary in this over. Oh, that is a majestic hit. That's a big one. He's cleared the longest part of this stadium towards the deep mid wicket. And where was he hiding? Why is he sent so late down the order when he can do this? That is a powerful hit. Sheer power, sheer elegance. Salman Khan is hit that hard. Now this has been flicked away nicely in the gap. We'll get a couple of more runs to his name. And that's exactly what they needed, really. From the word go, they had to play a few shots. 100 comes up after 15 overs. It's 102 for 7 after 15. So more part-timers being introduced. It's going to be Lovepreet Singh. I don't remember the last time I saw him bowl. He can bowl, that is for sure, but let's see if he can pick up a wicket or two. He's got a great opportunity to do so. The batters are really going after the bowling, trying to play a few strokes. Beautifully bowled. That's a good delivery. A perfect chance to impress your captain, to give him another go in the next couple of games. So, yeah, prove your worth, Mr. Lovepreet Singh. Beautifully bowled. That's a good delivery. Yeah, they have some stars in their side, really. Salman Randhawa hasn't bowled an over yet, imagine. He's one of their backbones, and such a difficult customer really to get away with. Slightly uppish, and Lovepreet Singh has proven his captain that he is a quality bowler as well. You can see the funny side of Rehan Fernandez. He knows that Lovepreet Singh, by no means he's a regular bowler, but look at that for a catch. Excellent take. Always was in control, and he had a big smile on his face. Yeah, they're still smiling. Yeah, such a jump inside this is, but very entertaining. A very promising cricketer, Ataur Rahman, has to go back to the dugout. It's 102 for the loss of 8. Oh, this is brilliant scenes out there. Lovepreet Singh getting a wicket in his first over. Nicely bowled and equally well played. Sajjad Murshid bowled well in the first innings. Had a decent tournament so far with the ball, but now he's come out to bat where there's not much time left. On the other end, Lovepreet Singh is rushing through his over. Has already picked up a wicket. Beautifully bowled. Nicely played. Sajjad Murshid, another quality cricketer. Can just enjoy now. Try to strike a couple of big hits. That's beautifully played. Cut away. And cut away pretty fine. And that's going to be another 2 runs added to the tally. Excellent over by Lovepreet. That's 104 for the loss of 8. Well, am I having a problem with my eyesight, or am I reading this correct? How many more surprises are we going to have in this innings? It's the captain, Shah Rukh Amin, who's introduced himself into the attack. Oh, that's a good start. Very impressive, Mr. Shah Rukh Amin. Yeah, such an inspirational leader. Really, Shah Rukh Amin, what a class act he is. And what a brilliant start he gave to his team. Again, that's what he does. And that's up in the air. Is he going to get his first wicket? He has! Oh, Shah Rukh Amin, whatever this man touches also turns into gold dust. He introduced himself into the attack, and he's picked up a wicket. He's going to boast about this after the game with his friends, surely. And this is the brilliant scenes out there. Z Sports, they're on the verge of registering their first victory of this tournament. It's 104 for 9. Yeah, they had a long conversation, Shahrukh Amin and Lovepreet, and I think the conversation was that the captain would be telling Lovepreet, yeah, I know you bowl well, but don't even think of asking me an over in the next game. Focus on your batting, mate. Let me bowl and enjoy my outing, because I can roll my arms over as well. And boy, oh boy, he's picked up a wicket, Shahrukh Amin. Yeah, such a fine talent, Shahrukh Amin. A consistent performer, leads his side so well. Yeah, they're having a bit of fun out there now. They're asking the batter to go for a big hit. Oh, that was there to be hit. It's going towards the boundary. It's a long chase. And they will come back for easy 2 runs in the end. Yeah, he's bowling well here, Shahrukh Amin. As if, to be honest, I'm seeing Shahrukh Amin bowl for the very first time, really. I'm seeing him bat for the last 3 seasons or so. But he's bowled well. Now this is high up in the air. It's gone towards the boundary. So Sajjad Murshid can enjoy his little period now, this phase of the game. That was a bit too short by Shahrukh Amin. Taking a full opportunity and dispatching it for a boundary. Dot delivery to close out. A successful over for the captain. 17 gone. Nelson on board. It's 111 for 9. Yeah, he deserves another over. Why not? When you give only 2 runs and pick up a wicket. Umair Khan, the number 11 batter. This is Upish and away pass through the fielder. They will come back for a couple of more runs. This has been it has been one-way traffic, really. There was just one phase of the game where Jhang Union Eagles, they had a great opportunity to really make it count, where they got half their side back into the hutch, beautifully bowled, and that's where they really loosened the grip in the game. Qutaiba Tariq, that was a major surprise, really. He bowled so well in his 2 overs, gave only 5 runs, and then he removed himself from the attack. This is Upish. This could be a chance, and that's it. What a take in the deep, and that's the end of this game. Lovepreet picks up his second, and he's enjoyed his shot, say, when it comes to his bowling. On the other end, Jhang Union Eagles, they did well in the first innings, in the first phase, but I think they outnumbered them, did Z Sports. And overall, collective performance by the batters first, Zishan Abid, of course, who can forget his knock, and then Aryan Sharma, brilliant. Shahrukh Amin, the captain, giving a good start. So overall, it has been teamwork from the men in blue. Yeah, a very sorry-looking scorecard. Not much the batters could have done. I think they bowled exceptionally well. Rais Ahmed was a surprise package. You can see Rais everywhere in this scorecard. And then the onslaught coming in the end by Irfan. He was the top scorer, scoring 23 runs. A very impressive bowling display, I believe, by Z Sports. Lovepreet Singh, surprise package picking up two, and Shah Rukh Amin also chipping in at 1 wicket. Rais Ahmed was the pick of the bowlers. 4 to his name, 4 wickets, 22 is what he's given. And also alongside Zishan Nasir, he bowled his heart out, picking up 2 wickets. Just the 4 extras. Very disciplined were Z Sports. Right then, we are going to dive into a short break after the summary. It's Z Sports batting first, 190 is what they've scored in the lot of 20 overs. Aryan, unbeaten 51 alongside Zishan Abid, 39 to him. Rais also playing a valuable knock. Ur Rahman yet again was bowling exceptionally well, picked up 3 wickets. In reply, Jhang Union Eagles could manage to score only 113. It was Irfan the top scorer, and Rais, Lovepreet, picking a lot of wickets. Zishan Nasir also giving them a good start, and they have won this game comfortably by 77 runs. We're just going to take a short little break, and once we are back, we will be ready for the post-match presentation. Stay tuned. Welcome to the post-match presentation of Sharjah CBFS T20 2025. Firstly, I would like to thank Sharjah Cricket and all the administration involved behind the scenes for conducting such a wonderful tournament. We would also like to thank our sponsors, commercial partner Sport Ethics, broadcast partner cricketlounge.tv. Well, it was pretty much one-sided encounter. Match number 8, Z Games, or beg your pardon, it's Z Sports who has defeated Jhang Union Eagles by 77 runs. Well, commencing ahead, we would be moving on to the player of the night, and the award will be presented by our esteemed match referee, Mr. Tehseen Javed, and it has to go to Rais Ahmed for Z Sports. He's bowled exceptionally well, picked up 4 wickets, and has also scored 28 valuable runs for his team. A brilliant all-round performance by champion cricketer Rais Ahmed. ज़बरदस्त परफॉर्मेंस रईस अहमद. पहले तो बैटिंग की बात करते हैं. आप आए थे जब तो ऊपर से विकेटें गिरी हुई थी. 28 इंपॉर्टेंट रन स्कोर करे आपने, उसके बारे में बताएं कुछ.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह ताला का शुक्र है, अल्लाह ताला ने इज़्ज़त दी. मैं पॉजिटिव था, बिल्कुल विकेट अर्ली ऑन हमने लूज़ किए हैं, लेकिन मैं पॉजिटिव था. ये कोशिश यही थी कि पावर प्ले जितना अच्छा यूटिलाइज़ हो सके वो किया है. लेकिन मुझे लॉन्ग इनिंग करनी चाहिए थी, लेकिन इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट मैच को कैरी करूँगा.
हमने आपकी बैटिंग तो हमेशा देखी है यहाँ पे डोमेस्टिक सर्किट में, आपने बड़े रन किए हुए. अपनी बॉलिंग के बारे में कुछ बताएं. क्या आप एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे कि 6 ओवर के बाद फ़ौरन आपको इंट्रोड्यूस कर देंगे और आपने 4 आउट कर दिए?
नहीं, मैं एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर रहा था, लेकिन अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मुझे कॉन्फिडेंस है कि मैं अगर मुझे बॉलिंग प्रॉपर रेगुलर दी जाए तो मैं अपना 100% करता हूँ. ऑब्वियसली बात है, मुझे मौका नहीं उस तरीके से मिलता, लेकिन जब भी मौका मिलता तो कोशिश करता हूँ अपना 100% दूँ.
आखिरी सवाल, ये प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच आप किसको डेडिकेट करना चाहेंगे?
मैं अपनी वाइफ को डेडिकेट करना चाहूँगा.
चलिए, ज़बरदस्त. कंग्रेचुलेशंस एंड बेस्ट ऑफ लक फॉर द फ्यूचर गेम्स.
थैंक यू सो मच.
Well, that was Rais Ahmed with his brilliant all-round performance. We are done and dusted for the post-match presentation, but do join us tomorrow as we have another exciting game lined up for you. Until then, it's goodbye and God bless.